I interrupt your regular scheduled programming to bring you this message. Warning, the following program is rated G for great, and protective eyewear is suggested, but not required. Friends, family, mom, the class of 2016. We gather here today to celebrate National Learn About Composting Day and graduation. It is absolutely amazing to think that we made it this far. I'm serious. Have you ever met my class? I remember the first time I met them. It was a terrifying experience. They all just looked at me and asked, "What are you doing here?" And all I could manage to say was, I go to school here? But it wasn't long before I fit right in, and I too started to stare at new kids. My time at Carrington High School has been chock full of learning in and out of the classroom. My parents wouldn't know that though, because every time they asked me, "So what did you do at school today?" I would respond with, nothing. But trust me when I say, I actually learned a lot in my time here. And today seems like the perfect day to pass the suffering, lessons, on to you. The first lesson I learned in these hallways was if you don't know, ask. I learned very quickly that this school was very different from my previous school. If you don't know, I attended Kensal Public School through my 8th grade year. For those that don't know, at my time there, Kensal had a population of about 15 students. So I guess I could say it's a little different here. I had to learn very quickly that if I didn't know something, I better ask, or I was in big trouble. The next lesson I learned, as well as the rest of my class, was just because you can, doesn't mean you should. This was taught to us biology sophomore year by the one, the only, okay, I guess he's not the only, Mr. Beamer. When he told us this life-changing piece of advice, he was referring to swimming in the shallow end of the gene pool. But I believe that we should apply to this more than that aspect of our life. Taking a second to think about what we are about to do or say can keep us out of a lot of trouble. Lesson number 3. Junior year is the most stressful year of high school. Trust me, I participated in it. Tests to take, books to read, reports on the book you still haven't read yet, prom, ending world hunger, breathing. The list is never ending. And you're trying to accomplish all of this while you're gone at least twice a week for some event. But high school isn't stressful. This quote I found pretty much sums up junior year as a whole. You can sleep when you're dead. Oh wait, wrong one. If you treat every situation as a life and death matter, you'll die a lot of times. Dean Smith. Now I have absolutely no idea who Dean Smith is, but his words are undeniably true. If you let every little bump in the road rattle you to the bone, you're not going to get very far. So in summary, the most stressful year of my life taught me how to deal with challenges. Lesson number 4. This year I thought I knew it all because I was a senior, but I was wrong. This year I learned that growing old is mandatory, but growing up is optional. I realized I was so anxious to grow up and move on that I forgot to enjoy my time here. I realized this at the beginning of the year, so I changed my outlook on life and started living life like a child. I began using my imagination again. I started having more fun. Sometimes the fun was minimal during wrestling season, but I still managed to enjoy it. I don't have enough time to tell you all the lessons I learned in high school, and honestly, I don't think you want me to teach you about economics, statistics, physiology, or grammar. Oh, it looks like it's time. I'm supposed to give you some piece of life-changing advice. But advice can be dangerous for those giving and receiving it. So here's my advice to you. Don't sit back and let life pass you by. Explore it. Challenge it. Enjoy it. You get only one life, so make the most of it. But make good decisions. I've never been very good at ending speeches. I usually make Messiah help me. But I've decided to try it on my own. Some of you, I might never see again. Some of you, I'll see tomorrow. And some of you, I'm going to be living with next year. Whatever situation applies to you, I wish the best of luck to you in all of your endeavors. I leave you with a quote from my biggest role model. It was Greasy. Cope. Otherwise known as Jacob Copenhagen. It is now safe to remove protective eyewear and will return to your regularly scheduled programming.